All right, welcome to your strength and conditioning. We have two parts to our workout today. Our first part is a 10-minute AMRAP, and then our second part is a circuit that also lasts 10 minutes, but it is a no repeat. So before we get into our 10-minute AMRAP and then our 10-minute circuit, we're gonna get ourselves warmed up. So 10 jumping jacks to get us going. Whether you wanna do 10 high impact jacks or 10 low. Once you have done 10 jumping jacks, we're gonna alternate 10 front lunges. Keep the lunge nice and small. We're just getting those hips, knees, ankles warmed up, ready to rock and roll, but still keep your core engaged, eyes up, nice tall posture through the torso. 10 lunges total, so 5 on the left, 5 on the right. Once you have done 10 lunges, we're going to alternate 10 front swings, front to back swings with those legs. So if you need to hold on to something for balance, find a wall, find the back of a chair, but get your eyes onto a focal point. Keep those abs nice and tight. Swing the arms with the legs, and we're doing 10 swings per side. And once you have done 10 leg swings on each leg, we're gonna come down onto the floor, high plank or push-up position. So we're on our hands, we're on our toes. If getting right down onto the floor is not an option, elevate the hands onto a staircase, a workout bench, a solid coffee table. But we have 10 spider climb rotations. So hands and toes, nice plank position. Take one foot, step it wide. Take that same hand, open up towards the ceiling. Set your foot back. Same thing, other side. Eyes are gonna follow the hand to the ceiling. Getting a nice stretch through that shoulder, chest, and the hip. Doing 10 rotations total. So 5 on each side. And then once you have done your 10 rotations, staying down in the plank position, we're going to finish with either 10 plank toe taps or 10 plank jacks. So either jumping or stepping the feet out to the side. Either way, 10 reps total. And then we'll stand up. Actually, you can stay down on the floor. Move number 1 is a push-up for our 10-minute AMRAP. Whew. All right, so I gotta grab a timer. We are doing a 10-minute AMRAP to get us started. So you can just stay down on the floor if you like, but we're gonna do 8 push-ups. 8 is your magic number for everything. 8 push-ups, 8 bent over rows for the back. So you will need 2 dumbbells for that. 8 deadlifts. So again, 2 dumbbells, 1 kettlebell, whatever you have. 8 bicep curls. So again, 2 dumbbells. 8 front squats. I'm gonna give you 2 options on this one. You can put a weight on each shoulder to do the front squats, or you can hold 1 dumbbell goblet style. Totally up to you. 8 overhead shoulder presses, 8 front lunges total. So that's 4 and 4. You can have 2 dumbbells, you can have 1, you can go body weight. Then we're gonna come back down onto the mat. You can hold on to a dumbbell if you like for 8 dumbbell sit-ups. All right, so let me just get 10 minutes on my timer here. And we're gonna start 8 minutes, 10 minutes with 8 push-ups. So you know where we're heading, and then we have those 8 bent over rows for the back. All right, timer is going. So let's hit the deck. We're gonna drop that chest straight down between the hands. You can do this from the knees. You can do this from the toes. You can elevate the hands off the floor as well. Keep your abs tight, hips nice and square to the floor. Once you have done 8, stand it up for me. Grab those 2 dumbbells for your bent over rows for the back. Narrow, twisting, or wide. Knees soft, hips back. Driving those elbows up and back for me. You should feel that mid-back contract as the elbows come up. 8 total. Once you have done 8, stand it up. Make any weight changes if you want. We're going to do 8 deadlifts. So shoulders are rounded back, knees are soft. Shave the legs with your weights. Come on up. Keep your eyes up. The abs are engaged. We're gonna pull the abdominals in towards the spine. Get that nice stretch in the hamstring. Squeeze that butt on the way up. Once you have done 8 deadlifts, we have 8 bicep curls. 2 dumbbells again. Palms are gonna face up towards the ceiling. We're gonna lock that upper arm to the rib cage. We only move through the elbow. Good. So again, roll the shoulders back. Palms are gonna face up. 8 total. Knees are soft. Watch any swinging with the weights. So what I don't want is this. We wanna control the weight on the way up, control the weight on the way down. Once you have done 8 bicep curls, you're gonna throw those weights up onto the shoulders or hold onto one goblet style in front of the chest, and we're going to do 8 front squats. So weights are on the shoulders, get your feet hip width apart, grab a seat, come on up. Sit back into that chair, sit onto those heels, push the floor away with your feet, squeeze that butt on the way up, keeping your eyes up, abs nice and tight. Good. Once you have done 8 squats, overhead shoulder presses. Turn those palms out, tighten up that core again, get those dumbbells right up and overhead. Make them touch together above the top or above the head. Abs are tight, knees are soft. Getting those biceps to ears, you got it. Add a push press if you need to. You only gotta do 8. And then we have 8 front lunges coming up next. Alternating left and right, 4 on each leg. And then we hit the deck for those sit-ups. All right, shoulders back. Get yourself set up before you go into each new move. Take your time, there's no rush. Dropping that back knee right down to the floor. Keeping your eyes up. Abs nice and tight. Push the floor away with that front foot. Once you have done 8, meet me down on the floor. We're gonna do 8 sit-ups. Now again, if you don't wanna use a weight, you don't have to. We're gonna keep the weight though close to the chest. So my arms are not extended. Nice and close. Straight legs easier. Bent legs a bit more of a challenge. Drive that back into the mat. Sit it up as high as you can. Roll back down under control. What I don't want you to do is use your weight or arms to swing yourself up. I want you to use those abdominals to do all the work. 8 total, my friends. And then once you are done 8, roll that weight off to the side, flip yourself over. We are back to the top with 8 push-ups, either from the knees, from the toes. If you want to elevate your hands, you can do that. Find a staircase, a coffee table, a workout bench, whatever you got. So get yourself set up for that push-up, dropping that chest. Here we go. 8, 7, nice. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more, and then come on up. Grab some water if you need to. We have our bent over rows for the back. Now, if you want to go slower than me, go slower. If I'm going too slow for you, not a problem. You keep going. Hips are back, driving those elbows up and back. Abs are tight, eyes are on the floor. I want you to feel that mid-back contract. You've only got 8, and then we stand up, take a little posture break, get set up for 8 deadlifts. You got it. Shoulders back, knees soft. Here we go. Push that butt back. Get that nice stretch in the hamstring. Shave the legs with your weights. Nice. Squeeze those glutes as you stand up. Once you have done 8 deadlifts, we have 8 bicep curls. Grabbing water whenever you need it. Perfect. I've got 1 left. So get set up for the 8 bicep curls when you're ready. Knees are soft, palms up, keep those shoulders down and back. We're gonna glue that upper arm to the ribs. We do not move the shoulders, just that elbow joint is bending. Watch any swinging through the body. 8 total, that's it. Once you've done 8, we have those front squats. So 2 dumbbells on the shoulders or 1 dumbbell up in front, goblet style. You choose. Good. All right. Get yourself set up for the squat before you go. Sit your heels back or sit your hips back onto your heels, keeping those eyes up, abs nice and tight. Good. See if you can sit a little bit deeper here on round 2. And once you've done 8, we have 8 overhead shoulder presses. Good. So we're gonna turn those palms out, knees soft, abs tight. Here we go, up. Get those dumbbells right together above the head. Watch the lower back. Do not arch the back to get the weights up. Feel free to add a push press. Feel free to alternate and do 4 and 4 if you don't have lighter weights to drop down to. All right, front lunges, 4 left, 4 right. Eyes are up, shoulders down and relaxed. We're gonna drop that back knee down, push the floor away with that front foot. Now you can do this with 2 dumbbells, 1 or none. And once we're done the lunge, we're back to our sit-ups. Woo. Heart rate should be up. All right, 8 sit-ups, with or without the weight. Keeping your weight close or your hands close to the chest. Here we go, drive that back down. I really want you to focus on using the abdominals to lift the shoulders up and off the floor. So take your time. If that means you have to sort of re-engage, sit up, come down, re-engage, do it. Again, speed does not matter. I want good quality movement, good form, focusing on the muscles that are doing the work. Once you've done 8, get that weight out of the way. Roll yourself back over. We got about 2 minutes left on our clock. Let's get set up for those push-ups. Plank position, here we go. 8, 7, 6, good. 5, keep that back flat. 4, abs are tight. 3, 2, last one. Come on up. Grab some water if you need it. 2 dumbbells for me. Bent over row for the back. Narrow, twisting, wide. Push your hips back. Shoulders are back, let's go. 8, you got it. 7, get those elbows up. 3, 4. That's so funny, I started counting down and now I'm counting up. 2 more. Once you have done your 8, we got those deadlifts, so I want you to stand up nice and tall, take that posture break. Reset up your posture. Let's push those hips back. Stand up nice and tall. See if you can get a little deeper into that deadlift position now that you're nice and warm. Still keeping eyes up, abs nice and tight, knees are just soft. Once you have done 8 deadlifts, we're gonna do 8 bicep curls. Good. Grabbing water if you need to. We have about 45 seconds left on our timer. So set up for those curls, knees soft, abs tight. Lock those shoulders into place. Only move through the elbow. Make sure you do not swing the weights up. Alternate left and right if you need to. Drop down to a lighter weight. But once you are done 8 curls, you have 8 front squats or goblet squats. We got 20 seconds left. Definitely get the squats in. We'll see how many shoulder presses we get done. Good, let's sit those hips back. Eyes are up, abs are tight. Push the floor away with those feet. Squeeze that butt on the way up. Perfect. Whew. There she be. Good, grab some water for me. Catch your breath. Moving on to part 2. 40 seconds on, 10 seconds off. But we only do it once. It's a one and done. So we're gonna need 2 dumbbells. We're gonna alternate a tricep press down on the floor. Then we're gonna stand up. We're gonna alternate a narrow row. Oh my goodness. A narrow row for the back second. And then I'm just gonna talk you through the rest. So when you're ready, come down onto the floor. 2 dumbbells, and we're gonna turn the palms to face in. So your palms are facing each other. Now again, if you have a workout bench at home, feel free to use it. You'll be able to get a bigger range of motion. So hands are up. I want you to drop one down, press. One down, press. Keeping that arm nice and tight to the body. Dropping that weight down, or the arm down right to the floor. Don't let it rest on the floor. Tap the floor and press. Now, if you're on a workout bench, again, you'll get a little bit better range of motion. You won't have the floor to stop you, but still keep your back pushed down either into the mat or the bench. They're always engaged, always keeping those abs engaged. When that timer goes, we have 20 seconds to stand up. Perfect. Come on up for me. So we're gonna do a narrow or a neutral grip row. So I need your palms to face each other. We're gonna come back into that hinged over position. We got about 5 seconds. So knees soft, push your butt back and roll the shoulders back. We're gonna alternate left and right. So 1 and then 2. Good. 1 and 2. So really feel that mid-back contract as that elbow comes up and back. You're gonna bring that shoulder blade towards the spine, keeping your abs nice and tight, eyes are on the floor. We have about 15 seconds left. We're gonna stand up. You'll need 2 dumbbells and we're gonna alternate an overhead neutral press. So again, keeping our palms facing each other in 5, 4, 3, 2, and relax. Good. So still 2 dumbbells. We're gonna bring the palms or hands up to the shoulders. We're gonna press both hands up at the same time. From here, we lower one, then we lower the other. You ready? We have about 5 seconds. So palms face each other, press the weight up for me. Here we go. Drop 1, drop 2. So keep those knees soft, abs nice and tight. You can stagger your feet if that helps with your posture. I still want you to get that bicep to ear. Nice, big, full range of motion. You got it. We are halfway there, come on. Once we are done this neutral grip press, we're going to alternate a hammer curl for the bicep. Again, you've got 20 seconds, so if you need something to drink, grab it. All right, we're almost there. In 5, 4, 3, 2, perfect. Whew. All right, hammer curls coming up next. Again, alternating left and right. 10 more seconds. Because we have a little bit of a longer break, hopefully you're kind of challenging yourself a little bit with the weights if you can. Let's get set up. Shoulders down and back. Here we go. 1 and 2. So we still have the shoulders locked into place. We're only moving through the elbow. So that upper arm is glued to the ribs. You got it. So when I say challenge yourself with your weights, by the time we hit the end of the 40 seconds, like those last 5, 7 seconds, should be a challenge. You should be focusing on keeping good form and lifting that weight. If that's not happening, if you can get through the 40 seconds and go, yeah, that was fine, your weight is too light. You need to go a little bit heavier. In 3, 2, perfect. All right, we're almost there. So we're gonna alternate tricep kickback. So I still need 2 dumbbells. Knees soft, hips back, glue the arms to the ribs. We go kick back 1, kick back 2. All right, we got about 5 seconds, so let's get ourselves set up. Knees soft, push the hips back, glue the arms to the ribs. Kick back 1, kick back 2. Perfect. So knees are soft, keep those hips pushed back, belly button pulled up into the spine. Good, do not let that shoulder move. That arm is glued to the rib cage, just like how you did with the hammer curl. Perfect. We got about 15 seconds left here. We're gonna go back to squats. You can have 2 dumbbells, 1 or none, but we are keeping it like a suitcase squat, that's what I'm trying to say. So just keeping the dumbbells down alongside the legs. Perfect. So 2 dumbbells here, or 1 dumbbell here, or you can do body weight. All right, we got about 10 seconds. Catch your breath, grab some water whenever you need it. In 3, 2, I'll go this way. Here we go. So push those hips back, keeping that chest up. Push the floor away with those heels. Squeeze that butt as you stand up. Good. You can start with 2 dumbbells, drop down to 1. Start with 1 dumbbell, drop down to body weight. Whatever lets you get through the 40 seconds without having to stop. Good. Again, take your time. Slow it down if that allows you to get a little deeper, and then push away with those feet to stand back up. 10 more seconds, we're almost there. We have 3 moves left. In 5, 4, 3, 2, whew. All right, we're going back to some deadlifts. Make any weight changes if you want. Hands are gonna be in front, keeping those shoulders rolled back. Nice proud chest as we come down towards our shoelaces. All right, let's grab your weight. Roll the shoulders back, soften the knees. Pull that belly button into the spine. Push that butt back. Make that butt print in the wall behind you. You got it. Shave the legs with your weights. Come down as far as you can. Get that nice stretch. Squeeze that butt on the way up. You got it. Nice work. Once we're done our deadlifts, we're sticking with the legs. We got 1 more move. Split lunges are next. Now you can use 2 dumbbells, 1 or none, but you will need to pick a leg left or right. Which one you're gonna start with? In 4, 3, 2, relax. All right, so 1 leg to the front, 1 leg to the back. We keep our feet planted as we drop that knee down towards the floor. We got about 5 seconds. So choose which leg you're going to start with. 1 to the front, 1 to the back. Shoulders down and back, drop that knee, come on up. Eyes are straight ahead. Do not look down at your feet, keeping those abs nice and tight. Weight is through the heel of your front foot. Think of pushing the floor away with that heel to stand back up. Get that back knee down as low as you can to the floor. Don't bounce it off the floor. Tap it if you can, and then come back up. I only need 10 more seconds on this leg. We'll give the legs a little shake out, walk it out, and we'll get set up on the other side. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Woo. Walk it out. Now you gotta keep the same weight from 1 leg to the next, and then we've only got 1 more move. And we're gonna finish off with a 40-second plank. All right, let's get set up. Other leg to the front, other leg to the back. Roll those shoulders back for me. Tighten up that core again. Eyes are back onto your focal point. Weight is through your heel of the front foot. Push the floor away with that heel to stand up. You got it. See if you can get that back knee just to tap the floor. Perfect. Nice big, full range of motion. I only need 15 more seconds. We're gonna get these weights out of the way. Feel free to grab a drink on the way down to your mat. 40-second plank. Everybody will be on their forearms for the plank. In 4, 3, 2, whoo. Perfect. Weights out of the way. Find your mat for me. Oh, 10 seconds. So everybody's on their forearms. You can hold either from the knees or the toes or a bit of both. But let's get ourselves set up. Pop it up. Now I want your back nice and parallel with the floor so your hips are square. I want you to draw that belly button in. Squeeze your glutes a little bit and just hold. Watch that your butt does not start creeping up. Watch that your hips don't start dropping down. I want you to lock in this nice tabletop position. I only need 15 more seconds, that is it. And then we'll grab some water. We're gonna flip it over and we'll stretch it out. Come on, almost there. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Done and done. Grab some water for me. Flip it over onto your back. Pull those knees into the chest. Feel free to rock it out here a little bit. Take just 1 or 2 breaths. So we're not gonna hold this position for too long. And then once you've done 1 or 2 nice big deep breaths, bring those arms out to the side. Drop your knees either to the left or the right. Hold it here. If you wanna go deeper into the stretch, extend that top leg for me. Keeping that opposite arm down on the floor as best as you can. Letting any tension through that hip, lower back, chest and shoulder just fade away. And once that has happened, I want you to bring the knees back to the center and drop them to the other side. Holding it here or extending that top leg to go deeper, keeping that other arm down on the floor as best as you can. Noticing if one side feels tighter than the other. Let that tension just go. And once that has happened, I want you to bring both knees back to the center again. One leg's gonna come up to the ceiling, grabbing above or below the knee or the toe. Get your leg nice and straight first. If you wanna go deeper, extend the opposite leg. Letting any tension in that hamstring just release. Once that has happened, just switch legs whenever you're ready. Grabbing above or below the knee or the toe. Extend the opposite leg only if you need a deeper stretch in that hamstring. Remember, you shouldn't feel pain when you stretch. You'll feel tension, but not pain. Awesome. From the hamstring, we're gonna flow into a figure 4, so crossing an ankle over a knee. Either push that knee away with the same hand or grab onto the uncrossed leg, pull it in, getting a little bit deeper into that hip stretch, letting any tension in that hip just fade away. And when that has happened, just switch legs. Noticing if one side, again, feels tighter than the other. And once you have done both figure 4s, we're gonna rock and roll. We're gonna sit all the way up with our legs straight out in front of us. Reaching for either those ankles, shoelaces, toes, whatever works for you. Getting another stretch in through that lower back, hamstring and calves. And with each exhale, see if you can get a little bit deeper or bring the chest down a little bit closer to your shins. Holding for 2 or 3 nice big deep breaths, and then we'll go into our inner leg stretch, where we'll bring the soles of the feet together, grabbing onto the ankles. You can push the knees down with the elbows if you want to go deeper into that hip stretch or inner thigh stretch. And then we'll flow into our spinal twist. So we're gonna bring one leg straight out, cross the leg over, give that knee a nice big hug, twist to look behind you. So we're gonna pull this leg into the chest. We're gonna use that back hand to pull us around. So again, in through that hip and lower back. Once any tension through the hip and back have faded away, then I want you just to simply switch sides. Once you have done both sides, we're gonna flip ourselves over onto our hands and knees, so we're in our tabletop position. We're going to flex the back feet. We're gonna push those hips up into down dog. Heels come down into the floor, head between the shoulders. Feel free to pedal out the feet if you like. And then from here, I want you to walk your feet towards your hands. Hang like a rag doll. Arch up through the back, separate those shoulder blades for me, and then slowly stand it up, vertebrae by vertebrae, bringing those shoulders down and back, interlacing the hands and opening up through the chest. So shoulders are down. I want you to stick that chest out as much as you can. So we're gonna open up through that rib cage. And then from here, we'll bring one arm across the body. Getting a nice stretch around the back of the shoulder. Feel free to play around with the angle of the arm so that you can feel that stretch. And then switching sides whenever you're ready. Once you've done both shoulders, I want you to give yourself a nice big old pat on the back. quick tricep stretch. Again, slight opening up through that rib cage as you push the elbow back, and then simply switching sides when you're ready. We got one stretch left to go. So if you need to hold on to a wall or something for balance, find it. And then I want you to grab onto an ankle. Glue the knees together, push the hip forward. I want you to feel the stretch all the way up the quad and into that hip flexor. Again, once any tension in that quad has faded away, just simply switch sides. So grab the ankle, whoops, knees together, push that hip forward. Once you have done both sides, you are done. So way to go with the AMRAP, way to go with the interval circuit. Job well done today. We hit just about everything. So have an amazing rest of the day, and I cannot wait to see you in the next workout.